Let's go.
But the oceans it crosses.
Oh, I probably should have turned it up though.
Place,
Damn.
time ceases to exist. Space forms a loop without beginning or end.
When the space station Starlight
No.
discovers the mystery
It's
of
the
Odin,
video.
he was all-powerful.
Odin, for the first time.
The video volume needs to be turned up.
In history, we could reach a new race of beings.
Starlight belongs
There
to
you go. Can you guys
mankind.
hear me
We
okay?
are simply its servants.
Only the very
Yeah.
and the very brave survive.
Alright guys, welcome back to the second part.
organisms are about to die. Die!
Finishing up, gonna watch Odin.
And fire!
Odin. Next.
Get us up on here. There we go.
Odin Photon Space Sailor
Oh,
Starship.
forgot my notes here. That's the MD Geist US Manga Corps. They did a bunch of these animes. MD Geist is terrible. I don't know if either of you have ever seen it. It is awful.
Yeah, they did another one that was like just like this, except 4 hours shorter.
TVPG. Were your parents guiding you while watching this, Adam? Because they weren't. Mine were not.
It is the
Not
21st
so much.
century. Man has reached planets far, far away, and a new era of long voyages
Monitor
to
is so
establish
dusty.
colonies across the oceans of space has begun. Explorers with the
No,
courage
I think
and
that's
vision
just
of
how the
all
video
explorers brave the unknown.
Just a grainy video, maybe.
I lost my notes, so I'm gonna be improving this entirely.
I think they're right behind you.
Spaceships are powered by lasers, transmitted
It don't
through their
matter.
sails.
What's it to say about this? It's
Laser sailing
rough one.
ships.
Most of my notes consist of what the fuck.
This laser power is produced by
I'm gonna
solar energy,
change-
and relay
I've been streaming
stations are
talk
built
shows, but I'm
across
actually
the
gonna move to
entire
retro.
solar system.
See if that
A
helps
network
anything
of
with like,
space highways
finding
is
it.
thus established,
especially on like these old
carrying
animes. People
both
actually
cargo and
look at retro
passengers from planet to
listings for
planet.
that kind of stuff.
Well, I did post it on Twitter too.
Yeah.
A sophisticated laser network stretching to the very edge of the asteroid belt.
Oh, I got tagged. You can always follow me on Twitter. My Twitter information's down below. Allison's at cold disregard.
Outer space
Adam
has
is
limitless potential.
not tech friendly.
Like the seas of our Earth
They
in
don't have
times
Twitter on
past,
Magic Jack.
mysteries we cannot understand, and dreams we cannot describe exist side by side with horrors we
Adam's
dare
trying to
not
pull
face.
up his Twitter on his Zach Morris brick cell phone.
New technology is developed, new ships are built,
New ships are built.
ships that even defy the greatest mystery of all.
Ships that look
full
like
of
sailing
gravity
ships
to
for
confront
some
the
reason.
ultimate perils of space.
I do know the reason. They use lasers to push the sails through them, and that's what propels them.
It's not a sailboat, it's a schooner.
You dumb bastard. We're about to touch on pretty much the only good part about Odin, and that is the kick-ass soundtrack.
The band that does the soundtrack is called Loudness. I did find that out today.
Yeah, loudness. I'm surprised that like Venus Wars gets hit, but this doesn't, because it could get hit by like Loudness the band too, I assume, on YouTube. Maybe this is just too grainy to be picked up. Like the VHS quality is just too bad for YouTube to actually hit it.
That
There is
could
like
be.
a full 20 minutes missing on this copy. It's the best 20 minutes of the movie.
It's not 20 minutes, it's like a minute. And the whoever recorded it like sat on the remote or something, you can tell, like, because it goes black, and then it turns back on, and like turns it back to the Sci-Fi channel.
And nothing of value is lost.
You can still hear it the entire time.
This is some baby.
Just three dorks headbanging to 80s Japanese metal.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta find something we like about Odin. And the band loudness is what we like.
Hey guys, what a ship. State of the art. She's beautiful. And someday
That
I'm gonna
quality
be sitting
US
right here in the
Mangacore
captain's chair.
dubbing.
Hear this. Prepare to cast off.
Attention! Keep stum and
Is
listen
that
up.
why he
My
sounds like
name is
he's like
Kuromoto.
doing a
I'm the
JFK
ship's
impression
bosun. I'm
from
in
somebody
charge
who
of
like
training you kids,
had been
which makes me
described
just a bit
JFK's
more
accent
important
by
to
a
you
German
than God.
man?
He's Kuromoto is Gary from the Venus Wars, the same voice actor. It always fucks with me because I've seen the Venus Wars 10,000 times and I've seen the Odin Maiden 30 times. And all I can hear is Gary.
Equipped with the latest in technology, including gravity control systems, the Starlight could sail 100 times faster than any other ship in existence.
Keep that in mind, folks. It's 100 times faster than any other ship in the fleet.
Her mission is scheduled to take her well beyond Jupiter, realizing a collective human dream that has existed for centuries.
God protect you, Ishige.
Thanks. Goodbye. If I hadn't hit
She
my
was-
flight instructor,
She didn't
I'd
even
have
say
been
it.
on that
She was
flight today,
thinking
too.
it.
He was just begging to get hit, but I shouldn't have done it, I suppose.
Psychic Grim.
Yeah, Ryo is
power
the
complex is
pilot
operational.
because he's a telepath.
Roger. Call laser base B-34 and confirm route. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Huh? You mean you want me to be signals officer?
I read
Oh,
your
that's a
training
sick-ass
report and
email.
nobody's got better qualifications, Minami.
Oh, well, if you think so. Aye, aye, sir.
Starlight to laser station. Starlight to laser station. Come in, please. Come in, please.
This is Laser Station B34 on operational
The
code
laser
NNC 802 receiving. Confirm your position.
Roger. We're passing MCD 402 at this time on course for MCD 404. Request clearance for laser route EM6.
Roger. Opening route
Can't
250
use our emails
gigawatts.
because I'm not subscribed to our channel.
Yeah, there's no reason to put money into your own pocket. Just like, here, Jeff Bezos, have $2.50. Gonna be a big hell no for me, dog. So where is this? I guess this laser station is in like a space station or something? Because like the moon is there. I mean, where are they
On
shooting this
course for
laser
moon.
from? Earth, I guess?
Cruising speed. Switch to automatic pilot.
Well done.
Mars.
That all went extremely smoothly.
Venus.
Congratulations. I am Takeshi
You
Suzuka.
went in a straight
I command
line.
this ship, and you call me Sir, Captain, or Skipper. I realize you
Sir
are no
Captain.
ordinary recruits,
Skipper,
that all
Captain,
of you are
Skipper.
extremely intelligent and highly qualified, so I invite you to use your initiative. I will always listen and welcome your opinions, but in the last
Unless they're wrong.
analysis, I run this ship, right?
It's like they knew they had a stinker on their hands, so they named the characters like Ryu and
Put it on the
Akira.
monitor.
They're just like, let's try to leverage some popular Japanese franchises. We got this Tetsuo-looking motherfucker over here.
Computers are out. We're out of control. We're being dragged along by some tremendous force. Abandoning ship. We need help.
So
120
this
Sarah
actually
Jane.
predates Akira.
Yeah, but do we know that like the characters' names weren't changed by US Mangacore when they did the dubbing?
Yeah, but we didn't go that in depth.
There was something very, very odd about whatever it was they collided with, don't you
Not
think?
an
Well, truth be
ordinary
told,
asteroid,
neither
that's
does
for
this
sure.
movie.
Well,
so.
we're going to have a chance to find out. We're duty bound to answer that Mayday call.
Duty bound.
He said duty.
That means constipated.
Captain, it seems to me that this is a perfect time for a trial of the ship's gravity control system. If
See,
it
he
works
sounds like
as
if
it's
somebody
designed to, we can get
described
there a lot
JFK's
faster
accent
than
to a
anybody else
foreigner,
who
but
picked up the call.
that person
What
describing
do you
it was
say, sir?
also a
It's
foreigner
worth
who'd
trying,
never
Skipper.
heard
And
of
we
it.
got nothing to lose.
Worth a try, Skipper.
It was really nice with the Baron from Vampire Hunter D to come into space
Accelerator
here.
activation point
They
448.
leave the laser,
Roger.
which is supposedly
Activated.
propelling them in order to go faster. So
Sail power output program at 40.
They stored some of the laser in their butts.
Neutron generator on standby. Activated.
And for folks at home watching this, I understand it's pretty bad, but there's some really great commercials coming up, I promise.
Make it worth it.
Ratio 1-5. Stand by. Switched on.
It's not the worst thing I've seen this week.
Oh no, this isn't even the worst Sci-Fi Channel anime. It's just Odin. Odin is a slog to get through.
Odin, Photon, Space Stealer, Starlight.
Yeah, that one.
Radar contact with Space Development Organization
Yeah, they got like a fucking like X-Wing or like a Romulan warbird up there or something. Also, you remember when they said it was 100 times faster than any other ship in the fleet? As this ship zooms past it.
What the hell is he doing?
He sure can fly.
That's the latest FDO fighter. He's a maniac.
Disregard it. Steady as she goes.
Pretty good, eh? Eat your hearts out, you guys.
Opening a communication channel. Stand by.
I'm the guy you left behind. I didn't want you missing me.
Akira. Might have guessed.
The idiot! You know him?
He graduated with us. He wasn't selected for the Starlight mission and ended up being posted to the Fighter Corps.
Memoru.
So he decided, I'm gonna get court-martialed on my first day.
Magnetic markers on the flight pad. I'm coming in.
No way, man. We're on finals for a gravity systems test, and we ain't putting that back.
Come on, don't give me that crap.
You only have time for one approach. No second chances.
Don't worry. I'll only need one.
He seems to have guts, if not much sense, Captain. Shall we clear him to land?
Well, he's brave and stupid, sir. Maybe we should have put him in charge of flying our expensive-ass shit.
Quick, get him in.
2 minutes and counting.
Open suction vent.
Suction vent open.
Activate electromagnetic sweeper.
Sweeper activated. Full HBW gain.
Like, it's so bad. There's like dick jokes to be made about this, and I can't even do it. It's just so bad.
We need
Got on.
We need as
Final
much
angle adjustment.
weird sci-fi talk as possible to
Foremast okay.
cover the fact that this is a
Mainmast
really
okay.
poor
Mizzenmast
story.
okay.
Pilot standing by.
Test is go.
Yeah,
18, 17, 16, 15.
that's right. He's gonna
14,
count the whole
13,
20 seconds, guys.
12, 11, 10,
They
9,
had to fill out this
8,
3-hour runtime
7,
somehow.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
0. Contact.
They're finally leaving like the moon's atmosphere.
And they use all these special lighting effects and whatnot to make up for the fact that the rest of the animation is just...
The animation's okay. You can't really tell from this VHS recording from fucking 20-something years ago. But this movie animation is fine.
Like I said, even with the VHS thing taken out of the equation, the animation itself is just, like you said, just fine. It's nothing special.
GF, status.
GF, reduced to 0.5 and falling. G-force 3.5.
present acceleration
The
3.7
G-force is
Gs.
3.5.
4 Gs.
Hold on, Ryu.
That is not
Captain, the crew stand by. We're going to raise GF to 1, so hang on tight.
Raising GF head to 1. Now!
Oh. Someone look after Ryu. Accelerating to 5 Gs. Ship now traveling at
Takes them so long to fucking. It does sound like looks to kill, but
Akira, I thought maybe you'd like a pair of extra hands to help out.
That's Ryu's job.
Not right now, it isn't.
Ryu and
I know what I'm
Akira.
supposed to be doing. Keep her on course. Nakoda, push up to 0.1 light velocity. Activate GF generator. Hey, wake up there, Spencer.
Right. Open channels 5 and 8
Lieutenant
to
Commander
generator. Roger.
Spencer.
Power channels 5 and 8 open.
Right. Open ventral sail halfway. Okay, now. Raise gravity wave to 3H frequency.
Seems like they went forever and on this episode without a fucking commercial. Look at that fucking like VHS bleed though. Like can't even handle like the orange color.
Do you think the tape that this was recorded on smells like
Take
still
her up to
like
7
70-year-old
Gs, but
cigarettes?
gently, Nakoda.
Roger. Fucking big head motherfucker.
gonna break
I
up.
don't think
You're
it was
taking her beyond her
probably in a
limits.
smoker's house. It'd probably be already be
She ain't
destroyed.
got no limits.
She ain't got no limits.
Just because it wasn't in a smoker's house
That's
doesn't mean
always
it
been
doesn't
what
smell like
explorers
70 years
had
of
to be to
cigarettes
make
in
any
the panel.
worthwhile discovery.
Nakoda, stand by. We'll take her to 0.8, but nice and smoothly.
Fucking Nakoda.
It's just 30 minutes of this shot.
Yeah, they really did just show the same shot for so long. Oh my god, a commercial, finally. Phillips Magnavox. When Magnavox wasn't doing so hot, so they decided to borrow their own company's name.
Now your kitchen can be as fresh as a country garden. Your bathroom is fresh as a tropical rainforest. And your living room is fresh as a natural spring. Introducing Glade Plugins Extra Outlet
I
Air
wonder,
Freshener.
like, these
with
things
the
aren't a thing
extra
anymore, but
outlet
they're a
built
really
right
good
in.
idea. Like,
Plug-in
Glade plugins are a
freshness
thing, so I
without
wonder if
blocking
these
your
things
outlet.
cost
New
fires or
Plugins
something.
Extra Outlet. Fresh from
Yeah,
Glade.
actually
Yes,
did,
they
if I
did.
remember.
Hey, help me
You're
figure
gonna need
this
that
out.
glade to cover up the electrical
Usually,
burning.
the more
somehow.
gizmos you want, the more money you gotta spend.
I love the smell
Then
of ozone.
there's a
in the morning.
Chevrolet Cavalier. It gives you a lot of the same gizmos that make
Ozone and
expensive cars
tropical
easy to live
forests.
with, for about half the price. If you forget to lock your doors, the Cavalier is still protected by a gizmo called a theft deterrent system. If you leave your
the
dome light
high-quality
on, it turns
1997
it off.
Chevy Cavalier.
My house doesn't even do that. Get the car
Pretty
that's
much
easy
only
to
see
own.
these in
A
the ghetto these
Cavalier.
days.
Genuine Chevrolet. The cars more
Yeah.
Americans trust.
To most people, this is just a uniform.
Oh, so there are lots of
But to me,
1-800 numbers
it's
on these.
something more.
None of them work except this one.
Every
You
time
can
I put
for
it on, it
sure
makes me
still
feel
register
better
for
and
the army
stronger
with this
than I
number.
was yesterday. When I'm in this uniform,
I want to be the
know
soldier
no
whose
limits.
job it is to answer this phone.
You gotta see the pride in
'Cause
my
that dude
mom's eyes.
is set, government
Or the
benefits
way
for the
my
rest of
friends
his
look up
life
to
for
you.
not
But
doing
none of that
anything.
matches the satisfaction I feel inside. That's the pride of being a soldier in the U.S. Army.
And in case anyone's wondering, Dale has tested
Interested
literally
in
all
wearing
of
this
his 1-800
uniform?
numbers.
Then
Oh, yeah, I
now
call
is
him
the
all the
best
time.
time to call this toll-free number because we've got new incentives that make
But yes,
joining
you
more
can
rewarding than
definitely
ever.
contact
Now you
the
can earn
Army
up to
still,
$40,000 for college.
I don't recommend
Or
it,
if
but you
have
can
college
do
loans,
it.
We'll help you pay back up to $65,000. Or you may qualify for an enlistment bonus of up to $12,000. Ready to wear this uniform? Call now for more information. There's no obligation. Call today. Find out how the Army can
Bring out the best.
The best of what's inside you.
you. Be all you can be.
All new adventures and all new wonders enthrall you
All new
in the
adventures that
best-selling
aren't the
Star
prequels,
Wars
because those
novel.
weren't even announced
Follow
yet.
all the characters
Or maybe they
you
were
love
announced, but there
as
was
the
no like
adventures
trailers or
continue.
anything for them yet.
Read a Star
What year
Wars novel
is this,
today.
99?
And the
Well, this actually came, this was recorded on
Don't miss the
1997.
new Star Wars novel, The Paradise Snare.
Yeah, I don't even think they
Available in
had like
paperback
any
wherever
official
books are
announcements
sold.
on the movies yet. Or the
I
prequels
think it
yet
was
at that
announced because I
time.
was watching a episode of Sci-Fi Buzz from like '96 that they were talking about Lucas making them. So that's
Fair
right,
enough,
folks.
and-
I don't only just watch old reruns of the Sci-Fi Channel for this. I do it on my own free time
is the
too.
worst idea
This is very
literally
true.
all
in the history of bad ideas.
And action. That is very cool.
I think the saddest part about that last Star Wars book advertisement is not a goddamn one of them was relevant
trip to the
anymore.
island where dinosaurs live and chaos is no longer a theory. Making of the Lost
Making
World,
of the Lost
Jurassic
World?
Park on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Today at noon Eastern, Sci-Fi Saturday. When Steven Spielberg needs a dinosaur, he goes right to the source. Stan Winston, character creator on Masters of Fantasy. Today at 12:30 p.m. Eastern.
I watched an episode of Masters of Fantasy like 2 days ago. It was about TSR, the Game Wizards, the unstoppable juggernaut of the role-playing world. It was like literally a month before they changed. Like
Looking for a powerful business
they
PC
officially
for just
dropped the TSR
$23.99?
branding, and
Call
Watsy
now
just
to own this Dell Dimension XPS,
Wizard
powered
the
by a
Coast.
200 megahertz Intel Pentium processor with MMX technology. It comes with 32 megs of
trying to
SD
see
RAM,
if Stan
a
Winston had ever
512K
been a
cache,
guest
and this
at our-
Trinitron monitor,
yeah.
a 4.3 gig hard
Oh
drive,
yeah, this
Microsoft
$2,400
Office,
Dell
a
computer.
12x CD
You
ROM,
cannot
and a 4
contact
meg
them at that
Matrox
number, by the
Millennium
way.
video card. According to the top 5 PC publications, Dell Dimension is the most awarded PC line of 1996. No wonder 80% of the Fortune 500 are Dell customers. Call to order your Dell Dimension XPS, powered by a 200 megahertz Intel Pentium processor with MMX.
That's an Intel Pentium.
For just $23.99.
There's no number. It's just an Intel Pentium processor.
4.3 gigabyte hard disk.
That was huge back then. That is
fucking enormous.
Yeah.
You did well, gentlemen. Thanks to your skill, our gravity control
me back to
system
the
has been proved wholly successful and may now be considered operational. Our uninvited guest has to be mentioned for his outstanding contribution. He's an exceptional pilot.
Yeah.
However,
to,
he
put him in the
remains no
brig.
more than an uninvited guest. The members of the ship's crew must decide whether he's to be kept aboard or sent back.
The great maritime tradition of putting it up to vote.
They got a
whether we,
pilot already.
Like,
They don't
throw
need
the stowaway
me.
overboard.
Akira. The Starlight needs you.
I always thought it was
We want
super
you to stay
weird the
on
way he
board
holds
as
his
chief
hand
pilot.
to tell him this.
I'll be happy to be your co-pilot. The skipper's having it cleared with Defense Command on Earth.
Mamoru.
Like, it's like
Ishige
it's
here.
not weird that like it has like gay implications.
Hi,
It's
Grandma.
weird that nothing of what
We're now
he's saying
6
is
Earth
romantic
days into our
in
voyage.
like in any
We've
way.
made
So why would you
phenomenal
hold his
progress
hand?
and are approaching Jupiter at great speed. Hold on!
Looks like debris from the Alfred, Skipper. Alert the sick bay. Rescue team, stand by. No sign of survivors. Pick up the life pods.
Hey! There's someone in this pod! Intercept it!
Yoink.
Intercepting the life pods.
It's a miracle she's still alive. You can help me keep her that way.
Signs of a severe, unexplained magnetic storm dead ahead.
Thanks for the
I
input,
suspect
forehead.
Terminator probes. Action station.
Look, the psychic milk demon bear is going to
Skipper,
kill him
remember
soon.
the Alfred's
Leave him
last
alone.
Mayday message? It spoke of severe magnetic turbulence as well.
Sir, we know it's a characteristic of Terminator activity that it creates magnetic storms. It's probably checking out our ship to establish if it's man-made.
And it'll attack if it decides that we are. No doubt about that. Its sensors will be checking to see if there are energy waves coming from the starlight. There's only one thing we can do to escape them. We've got to make those sensors believe we're inanimate.
Let's take this boring ass
Agreed.
movie and
All
make it
power
even
plants
more
cease
boring.
generating immediately.
Yep, just dead floating in space. That's the way to go. That was the best plan they could think of.
He's sweating despite the fact that they would immediately freeze to death.
There! Dead ahead! Heave to, steam brakes!
Space gas.
Ah, yes, the classical military tactic of the Dale Gribble defense.
I want you to take a couple of men and have a superficial look.
I still say he looks like the Baron.
Aye, aye,
from
sir. Starlight
Vampire
Command
Hunter.
Center will move to the protection of the armored
A much better movie.
You're talking about Count Magnus Lee? Is that what you're trying to?
Yeah.
Count Magnus Lee, yes.
Kid came in Vampire Hunter D. So like these spacesuits, they look. I don't know if you guys ever saw a cartoon called Exo Squad. It was the American anime.
Ceramics.
But all of their
common
spacesuits
substance,
look like they're from Exo Squad.
Same as ours, in fact.
Maybe, but the technology is advanced, way beyond ours. We always thought the Terminator was a natural astral phenomenon, but it isn't.
So it appears that we've made contact with
Terminator
some form of
had
intelligent
natural
life.
astral
Alien
phenomena.
beings.
Yeah.
The first recorded encounter. This is an historic moment.
It's they dubbed this like it was like a 50s sci-fi like movie.
What's the matter?
Like a Prince of Space or an Invasion of the Neptune. Yeah.
All systems off. It's the energy waves in your suit.
Help me! Oh, God!
Switch your radio off. Turn off all ancillary systems.
Help me! I'm in Odin Space Starlight. I'm sure there's some other words in there too. Try to see your sound settings like in Windows to see like your mic is low or something.
Skipper, you all right?
Are you okay, Captain?
Yeah, I'm fine. Check out the crew for casualties.
Sir, what a mess.
You have to right click on it in that box.
Jeez. Where's the girl got to?
He was knocked out by debris.
It is a brand
How
new
did you-
spaceship. Why does it have a
You're
mouse?
conscious again.
This little fellow is tickling me.
Because it's
and
got
he
a
brought me back to
unicorn on it.
consciousness.
Jesus.
I found your friend and put him where you see him. Where am I? What happened to me?
You mean you don't remember what happened to you or anything?
Just my name, nothing more.
What is it?
Sarah Chan Baker.
Is that better?
I
Yes,
suppose
I
you've
can
got
hear you
names
much
as
better
well.
now.
Sure.
What?
Akira. Mamoru.
I knew it had to be something. Akira and Mamoru creeping on Sarah Jane Parker.
You mean the Lady Amalthea?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
We may have to do a very special edition where you watch The Last
Take us 2
Unicorn.
to 3 weeks to make the necessary repairs.
Repairs can be made, Kuramoto, but we've also
You can find a
lost 7 men.
VHS
Captain,
recording
I've
from the
checked our
Sci-Fi
position
channel
again,
of The
and there's
Last
no
Unicorn.
mistake. We
You got
overshot
it.
Jupiter, and we're now entering orbit around Uranus.
But you must have made a mistake.
Adam looks like he's
It
taking
didn't
a
mean
shit,
that we
apparently.
travel faster than light.
That's just his natural
Incredible,
face.
but what
It's fine.
other
We're used to
explanation
it.
is there?
What is that planet?
Its name is Oberon, one of the moons of Uranus.
Something buried in the ice there.
Have you been there? How do you know?
I feel its presence within my mind, as if it were somehow communicating.
Just launch that rocket right at it.
The wild hunch of someone who's had like
do you make of it,
traumatic
Skipper?
like brain damage from
Looks like a flying saucer
Space
of a bygone
Terminator.
age.
Well, we're just gonna
Akira.
Yes, Captain.
use our
Go in
limited
and check it
resources
out.
to fly down there.
Roger.
Why not? We got nothing but time.
Looks as though it crashed. Judging by the scale it's built to, the astronauts must have been about the same size as we are.
The control room is just ahead, on your left.
That may be correct. How do you know?
Somehow I just know it's there. I know.
Plot convenience.
I can see a light up ahead.
The light glows from a green
Just
crystal on the
saying and doing things that normal humans do. I'm not a reptoid of some kind.
Beautiful. It's a computer of some kind. I can't tell what type.
Our computer doesn't respond to it.
The molecular structure seems to be pentagonal from what I can see of the crystal. I've done some work on the theory
Or
of
head's just
pentadigitals.
making shit up,
It's very
just
hard
making
to
up
make
physics
sense
as he goes.
We may be able to read it if we run it through the convert compiler.
In my experience, that's what men do anyway.
Something's coming through.
He can fake it till he makes it, but he can't get a decent fucking hairline.
Our ship has foundered on the 4th moon
The irony.
of the 8th planet.
Huh? You've got the power to read that?
And without even a computer.
Is reading a power?
To attempt evacuation to the 3rd planet.
Without a computer.
It sounds like
Yeah, I guess if you don't have a computer, you can't read.
Try to join the advance party that set out on the...
Sarah.
It's hurting my head. Stop it. Please, I can't. Please stop it. It's hurting me.
Get out of this fucking
Switch it off.
movie.
Turn it off. No.
I feel like
Sarah, you
Odin
must
was
go
only
on.
made so they could
Go on
make
reading.
offshoot Sarah Jane Parker hentai. I mean, that's gotta be. That's why this movie was made, right?
Planet.
It's a long-term investment.
We encountered life beings in basic
If it
form.
was, it
Their
failed
world is
horribly.
extraordinary in its beauty, but they are quite systematically destroying it. They are primitive. No more. It hurts too much. I can't go on with it.
They're talking about planet Earth. Don't you understand? Go on. Sarah! She can't go on. Switch off. She has to go on. This is
He's
human
acting like he's
contact
gonna
with
fuck her up
extraterrestrials.
if she
She
doesn't
must
keep
go
reading.
on.
He might.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Dad!
New on video. Don't blink. Don't move.
Who are you?
Don't wait.
No!
To own the newest X-Files collection, now on video. Don't miss it.
Adam's scolding him with the meat
Hola,
on.
bonjour. Surfer girls. Let me introduce myself.
Just so
I
you
am
know,
a
yes,
fruit
we definitely
twist
did
from
see that.
Starburst. Come, nibble on me and boogie with
Oh, I
my
know.
fruit juiciness. See my wiggle, my twist, my forbidden
Forbidden
dance.
dance?
Oy,
Yeah.
oy.
That's what we were just
Maybe
showing.
they're not ready for my forbidden dance, hmm? Hey, I'm not my sister, for I have orange. We have strawberry, cherry, and lemon too. Fruit twist from Starburst. Twist of the juice.
Those big bulky pads, like I'd spend hours working out just to hide myself in
Determined
big
or not,
belly
this
sweats.
woman is definitely already in
I've got always
menopause these
ultra.
days.
It's this thin, but it's better. Even
She
on your
doesn't even
heaviest
have a
day.
period
Compared to
anymore.
leading thick maxis, Always Ultra locks away 3 times the normal amount of moisture. Ultra's super absorbent core traps moisture better to help give you better protection. Not just thin, workout thin. So I can wear whatever I dare. Always Ultra Thin with wings. Cleaner, drier, protects even better.
I knew this would happen.
There's only one package left.
Determined or not, that dog is long dead.
She tried to keep the Pillsbury toaster strudel with cream cheese and strawberry a secret.
I know you have it,
She failed. The warm, flaky crust, the
I miss
real
those old
cream cheese,
toaster
the
strudel boxes
do-it-yourself
before they became
icing.
that like weird yellow.
Them Pop-Tarts.
She underestimated the power cream cheese has over people.
Get your own!
They're in your grocer's freezer.
What the fuck am I looking? Oh, is this like a Hidden Valley
Introducing
commercial?
fat-free
Yeah, it
Italian
is.
urban cheese. New from Hidden Valley.
The new Firestone FT70C was tested at 50 miles per hour against the Goodyear Aquatred 2. The difference in the Firestone tire is Unity technology. The
Unity.
Firestone FT70C stopped an average of 12 feet shorter than Aquatred 2. Your results will vary, but that's a lot of feet. The difference is Unity technology in the new Firestone FT70C.
I wonder if they still use Unity.
Get a $25
technology.
certificate from the Sharper Image when you buy 4 Firestone FT70C.
I am sure there's a car.
$25 gift certificate to the Sharper Image.
Saturday Anime on the Sci-Fi channel.
I am sure there's a car in St. Louis that
Warning,
still has
the
those
following
tires
offer
on
is
it.
for mature audiences only. Exciting,
Ooh,
mysterious,
bad
intense,
move, guys.
graphic,
Don't advertise really good
provocative,
animes during your
raw.
shitty anime.
This is no ordinary animation. This is the exotic, bizarre, and beautiful world of
Literally
Japanese
every
anime.
single movie they're
And
showing
this
is
your
better than
invitation
no.
to enter with a modern classic,
Akira,
Akira.
obviously,
Critics say
classic.
Akira makes
Probably
Blade Runner look like Disney World.
my favorite
It's
anime movie of all
action-packed,
time.
The future of animation. Siskel and Ebert call it
For
the
sure.
video pick
It's
of the week.
just a fucking
Akira is yours for only $4.95 with subscription.
But Golgo
when you
13
order the
better.
best
MD
of
Geist,
Japanese
maybe not
animation
better than
collection
Wicked. Maybe
series.
MD Geist
With
is
these
worse. Wicked City
state-of-the-art
is
sci-fi
better as long as
classics,
you don't
will
mind
enter a
like
world
12
beyond
full minutes of
imagination,
rape
a
scenes.
future out of control, and an experience
Demon
you
City
will
Shinjuku?
never forget.
Yeah,
Don't
Demon
say
City
we
Shinjuku
didn't
is
warn
better.
you.
Call
Demon
1-800-414-1136
City Shinjuku is basically just
now
Wicked
to
City
order
without
Akira
all
for
rape,
only
but
$4.95 plus
body horror is
$3.59
kind of
shipping and
worse
handling
though,
with
too.
subscription. Future volumes are
I think
$19.95.
Lily
All
Cat
major
was in
credit
there
cards
too.
accepted.
Yeah,
Mature
Lily Cat was in
audiences
there.
only.
Great body horror anime.
I must admit I find it baffling. She seems to be a perfectly well young woman, and yet she suffers mental agony that implies extreme imbalance, but none of the outward characteristics of
Shut up,
advanced
Dr.
organ
Venture.
depressed syndrome.
Fucking.
Of course, she appears to be of Nordic stock, which would make her traditionally vulnerable to it.
Nordic stock.
With Sarah's help, we've managed to interpret
But also,
certain
like,
of the
it's not that
information
uncommon for like a
contained in the crystal.
20-something to be in mental anguish.
The galactic map.
Yes, sir. But a
This
reverse
is the 90s,
That was
so
all
let's
my
just pill her
20s.
up.
This is the way it would appear to an observer.
It's in
viewing
the
it from
90s, so
far end
let's
of
just
the
pill her the
universe.
fuck up.
Yeah?
From the other side, as it were. I'll overlay the two images.
It's not a perfect match. Because galaxies rotate. The right-hand one is a contemporary image, and by measuring the degree of mismatch, we can date the image found in the saucer's computer. 10,000 years. 15,000.
That's it. Perfect.
19? No,
Nope,
20,000 years ago.
But we're no wiser about where it could have originated from.
If you look at this diagram we're projecting, this is what we call normal space. And for many
Normal
generations
space.
now, all serious scientists on Earth have accepted the theory
All
of the
serious
converse.
science. It's those
Abnormal space.
fringe quack
Somewhere
scientists
the
don't
fabric of the
believe
two
in
must
normal
meet.
space.
That must
They
mean
believe it's
that
super
wherever they come
space.
together, there'd be a kind of spatial fault with a corresponding gravitational fault. A cleft in space.
Exactly. And if we can locate the position of this cleft and get to it, we can return virtually instantaneously to Earth, or slip through it
Skipper's
and
already
travel
checked
to the
out.
farthest
He's like,
galaxies.
God, why
that
did I
might even
fucking
answer
ask?
the bosun's question.
Where the saucer originated.
He's considering his next peasant
Is their star
kidnapping.
given a name by their computer?
No, not a name, but it's likely to be in this constellation.
The Argo constellation. We call it the Sail.
And its sun, Canopus, 10 times
We
bigger
call
and
it the
brighter than
boner.
ours, became a supernova 20,000 years ago.
Captain, there's a Nordic myth which is about some god named Odin. He was all-powerful.
All powerful.
Odin?
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 That was the name Sarah cried.
Odin.
The myth was born in the mists of antiquity.
I need to like flip that and like use that as like the audio for like subscribers. He was all powerful.
According
This
to the
loud in
legend,
this ballad
the
though
world
is
of
fucking
great
kick
beauty
ass.
was destroyed by an empire of fire.
It's like everything
An
that's great about
eruption in the
Emerson Lake
sky
and
such
Palmer
as that
without
which
the lake.
occurred on Canopus might give rise to
drugs.
such a story.
We have proof that these astronauts made contact with the life form on planet Earth 20,000 years ago. And naturally, they would have told their story to the life form they found. Thus, the legend of Odin. And the planet of Odin, of the abandoned saucer, could lie in the Canopus planetary system.
Then the mythical Odin really existed.
In fact, he was a real star.
Big jump
But we're
there,
not
guy.
the only life in the universe.
Aliens.
Hear that? I've been able to convert the power of the abandoned spacecraft into energy for our use. It triples our output.
Good work.
Benson?
Morning, gentlemen. The repair work we had to do is complete, and we are space-worthy again. The test program of the gravity system has also been successfully completed in our efforts to answer the Alpha
Weren't they
test
doing the
arrest
test
quickly.
program of the
Therefore,
gravity
my
system at the
superiors at
very
headquarters
beginning
have
of the
ordered me to
movie?
make sail for home. I know, of course, you'll be disappointed, but we have to obey. We must therefore prepare for immediate departure.
But Captain, why? Why, when we've almost found
Why?
Odin?
Why?
We must go on with the voyage.
Gentlemen, we've heard the captain's orders.
Right, Chief. We have, but we don't understand them. Sir, for the first time in history, we could reach a new race of beings.
The Starlight belongs to mankind. We are simply its servants, and as such have to obey, regardless of our personal feelings.
Not when our superiors have taken leave of their senses.
We must go on to Canopus.
Ignore their order.
We must go on.
Go on.
This is an opportunity we can't turn our backs on.
Silence! I'll break your neck.
I also would like to go on
You don't
Canvas
question
after
orders.
this.
You obey them.
I would also like to break his neck.
Gentlemen, no one's more disappointed than I am. You will no doubt decide
As you
among
can tell by the
yourselves how to
pure
handle
emotion
your
in my voice.
frustration.
It's like they knew that the loudness soundtrack was all they had in this movie, so they're just like stretching it out in different variations as much as possible.
I've every sympathy with what they were saying.
Every sympathy.
We might as well have stayed at home if they're going to turn us back at the last moment.
That's a chance to contact aliens for the first time in history.
Yeah, but the trouble is, the older generation doesn't make history. They're much too scared of breaking the rules.
Fucking space boomers
We can't
over
rely
here.
on them. It's
Ruining
up to
it for
us,
everybody.
the new generation.
Hey,
Wait a minute, what are you talking about?
We can't act without authority.
Akira, the only thing what you say can mean is we mutiny
The only
against
thing
the
what
captain
say
to
you
take over
can
the
mean
ship.
is that
You're
that is
right.
what he said. That is a
Mutiny.
terrible line reading.
The captain wants to go on as badly
As
as
opposed
we
to all
do,
of the
but
other
he's lost
brilliant
7 men,
line
and now he
readings in
feels
this
he
film.
dare not endanger the rest of us. But we're capable of taking that responsibility away from him.
You're right. If we take over, we'll
They're
be
gonna
entirely
mutiny.
responsible.
All right, let's go.
That's right, folks. It's a 2 mutiny day. Here at the Sci-Fi channel, we like to load up as many mutinies as possible, shoot them up at record pace.
Sorry, Doc.
We'll make you as comfortable
I
as we
assume
can.
that the episode of the Anti-Gravity Room that came on after this, Phil Guerrero mutinied from Nick on the show.
You idiot!
Or one of their 300 female guest hosts.
Jamie just took over and burned the whole shit to the ground.
I like how the captain's like, hell yeah, he just took over my ship.
All batteries in full power.
It's nice of them to looks to kill again.
You hear the skip in the song there? That means that they cut portions of this out for television. This scene of getting ready to go somewhere was even
Elevator
longer.
function, stand by. Contact.
Grand cinnamon rolls from Pillsbury.
Get ready.
I did love Grand Cinnamon.
Ooey gooey, luscious.
Should we wake the others?
Let him sleep.
Are they still are they Grands? Like I know they make Pillsbury still, but I don't know if it's the Grands branding anymore.
I don't know if Pillsbury has them, but I know that there are like
These
the
bitches
store brands that
just-
still make the big ones.
These bitches just sniffing bleach.
I too hallucinate when I huff bleach.
New Floral Fresh Clorox 2 Color Safe Bleach. It's love at first sniff.
Maxwell House Colombian Supreme. Bold and unblended. It's the best of far away. Made our own.
I forgot to make coffee.
And it's always good to the last drop.
Love the hat.
Ugh, I need it. My hair's a disaster. Look at my dandruff.
You just need the right shampoo.
Wearing this
Regular
stupid
shampoo,
head is
flakes can keep coming back, but Head & Shoulders helps stop flakes before they even start, so your hair looks great. Change dandruff problems into beautiful hair.
On June 13th, Annie's back.
Who's ready to party on the big
Right.
boats?
Speed 2 cruise
But
control.
her luck
A physician charges throughout the ship.
hasn't.
Jason Patrick. He did Speed 2 and Lost Boys.
Well, Keanu's in this, right? He was in both of them.
No, it's
Sandra
Jason
Bullock,
Patrick.
Jason Patrick.
Oh.
Speed 2 Cruise Control. Rated
It's even
PG-13.
worse.
Rush Hour hits the water June 13th.
I never thought it could be this simple.
I can't even program a VCR, and I'm online.
America Online is the
Yep, those are
easiest
the folks that
internet
have
online service.
great
You don't have to
super
learn a lot
hot
of computer
takes on
jargon.
Facebook
It's
now.
like
The ones that were
actual
too
plain
stupid to program a
English.
VCR
America
but are
Online.
somehow
Simple to
online
install.
now.
Friendly menus. Easy to use. And we've been working night and day to increase capacity 75%, adding 150,000 new modems.
It's so easy my dad can use it.
America Online. So easy to use, no wonder it's #1.
10 years ago, one school system
I haven't
chose a
checked
smart way to
originally,
lower
but I'm
costs.
pretty sure they're
Lower
still
energy
number one.
rates.
If the child is cold, if they're not comfortable, then they may shut down.
Every dollar we drive out of the cost of operations goes back into the classroom.
That's right, guys. Enron,
we have
the
saved
charitable,
$3 million or more.
wholesome company,
For us,
Enron.
it is more than energy. It's a sense of well-being.
They really cared about your
Lower
kids.
energy rates are saving more than money. What can we help you save?
They cared way more about it than they did the money.
That phone number definitely
All right,
doesn't work anymore.
commemorate Sir Whitmore, ill-fated expedition to the North Pole. He was told he would have better grip with wide snowshoes, but he insisted on thin. He learned a hard lesson. Wider is better.
Presenting the new Wide Track Grand
Determined
Prix
you're not
Sports
that
Sedan.
polar bear
Its
is
wheels
long
are set
dead.
wide for better grip to make tracks in any weather.
The spirit still calls.
The new Wide Track Grand Prix by Pontiac. Wider is better.
You're watching Saturday Anime on the Sci-Fi Channel.
To most people, this is just a
Fucking
uniform.
army ad again.
But to me, it's something more. Every time I put it on, it makes me feel better and stronger than I was yesterday. When I'm in this uniform,
not a
I
uniform.
know no limits. You gotta see the pride in my mom's eyes. Or the way my friends look up to me. But none of that matches the satisfaction I feel inside. That's the pride of
Satisfaction
being
I
a
get of
soldier in
genociding
the US
ground
Army.
Interested in wearing this uniform?
Not
Then
really,
now is
no.
the best time to call this toll-free number. Because we've got new incentives that make joining more rewarding than ever. Now you can earn up to
It's the
$40,000
best way to pick
for
on somebody
college.
weaker than
Or
you
if you have
and
college
get paid
loans,
for it.
we'll help you pay back up to $65,000.
There's also cops.
Or you
I
may
mean,
qualify for an enlistment bonus of up to $12,000. Ready to
I
wear
mean,
this
there's
uniform?
nothing wrong with being a
Call
soldier
now for
joining the
more
army.
information.
Their
There's no
recruiting
obligation.
tactics
Call today.
have
Find out how the Army
and
can bring out the
are
best.
super scummy.
What's inside you?
You. Be all you can be.
may open your eyes.
Sci-fi original movie, Free Sharknado. People always forget that, like,
Into a world of
Like-
imagination.
like the sci-fi original movies is like somehow a new thing, but it goes all the way back to the 90s. Like they would like buy these
world
movies
of
and shit
never
from Canada.
before seen science fiction and fantasy movies. The Sci-Fi Channel original movie. I can do anything. Only the Sci-Fi
I
Channel
swear they got a bunch
presents
of
a brand
MST3K
new original
sci-fi era
science
movies
fiction
too.
movie
Like
every
I'm pretty sure
month.
Soul Taker's in this commercial.
Be the first to share the
Unironically.
vision of the most creative filmmakers, writers, and special effects artists. Go beyond the screen and see the magic that unfolds behind the camera. Witness as imagination transforms into reality. A new science fiction movie.
Yeah.
Yep,
every
there's the
month.
best
A
of
one
those.
of a kind experience. The Sci-Fi Channel original
Eventually,
movie.
we will have another Joe Estevez sighting. A little sneak peek there for you guys. And in my opinion, the better MST3K. So I think Soul Taker's way better than Werewolf.
leaps and bounds
He
now.
did.
St. Elmo's fire!
St. Elmo's fire!
Ali Sheedy.
Burning desire.
It's enormous!
Thank you.
They've lost control, the idiots.
I can't hold her! Deploy ventral sail! Quick! Roger.
They've had control of the ship for 5 minutes.
Activate gravity generator!
G-room to bridge. Switching main gravity generator.
Activate ventral sail!
It's right around this point is when I realized that, like, the movie's not even halfway over, that I realized that Odin just keeps the fuck on going. It's like, it feels like this movie should already be ending.
It's like a Metallica song. There's 14 different, like, logical stopping points, and they blow past all of them.
Well, what if it's like old Metallica crossed with Cradle of Filth? That sounds like a really good idea, right?
I'm sorry, the time lapse on that thought just killed me.
We can do without a mutineer's concern. Just tell us where the hell
It's
we
right
are.
into the movie.
Jeez! We went through a time warp of 30 light years from our own solar system, which brought us within striking range of Canopus.
So the cleft
And we
here
still haven't done anything
it does
useful.
act like a highway junction.
Look! A configuration of 3 planets in orbit.
Oh, that's incredible.
Something's
Take a good
happening.
look, guys.
Ooh.
Wow.
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 Oh, wow.
Has it occurred to you that Odin may no longer exist?
Nah.
I wonder where you learned such a lot about Odin.
I wonder where you learned such a lot about Odin.
I can't answer that. It's a
What
mystery.
a great line
I just
read. This
know
this
as
was
though
produced.
It's calling me. In some ways, it feels as though
Doing a
it's
bang
dream.
up job, U.S. Manga Corps. I can't
When I was
imagine
in
why
the
you went out of
Alfred
business.
escape pod, a voice seemed to call.
Odin awaits you. Odin.
It wasn't a dream. I heard it so clearly.
Odin.
Someone called. Do you think? Maybe I'm not quite normal.
I'm positive you are.
I'm positive you're
I have
fucking
someone.
nuts.
Someone very real I meet in my dreams as well.
The Red Bull.
My father.
Your father? Where is he? Is he still alive?
Oh, hell no.
If you ever looked up towards the west on Earth, you might have seen that constellation. The one shaped like a boat. Can you make it out?
Not on
Yes.
this VHS
I
recording.
see it now.
It's the Argo constellation. Sailors call it the Sail and have adopted it as their own.
This is just interminable.
It has a blue-white star in the middle.
As opposed to all of those white blue stars.
That's Canopus.
Oh yeah, it definitely looks like a sail, not a line with a dot next to it.
When I was 4 or 5, my father said that one day he'd take me there.
4 or
Which is
5.
why I'm now so determined we're going there this time. Father was the captain on a space probe from which no one came home. And we never found out what happened.
Maybe he went to Canopus.
Why do they both
You know, I
talk
still
like
feel he might be
reptoids?
alive out
Like-
there waiting for rescue. He did promise that he'd take me there, and he always kept his word.
He always kept his word, no matter where I put the inflection in my voice.
So at about 4 or 5, his dad left to get cigarettes and never came home. I think I've heard that story before.
My dad also left when I was 4 or 5 because I couldn't read a fucking line.
We're under attack! Emergency! Breach to engine room!
Somehow, the attack in Space Mutiny makes more sense than the attack in Odin.
Condition red!
The Valerian storyline makes more sense than anything in this movie.
Code D!
Wow! Bandits, Mamoru. More than I can count.
Seems they mean business. You stay where you are for now. Leave things up here to me. Roger.
Now, where did these space pirates come from?
These are space bandits, thank you. Oh, and the ship that's 100 times faster than every other ship in the fleet, yeah, it doesn't have weapons, apparently.
It moves slower than these.
Akira, what
Yeah,
are
they
you
can't
up
really
to?
fit weapons
I have
on
an
there with
idea.
those cool-ass sails.
If I put maximum laser power through the D channel, I
Maximum
might just be
laser
able to rig some sort of cannon.
D
up.
channel.
Here goes.
You know what this reminds me of? Solar Pals.
Pardon, what?
Solar Pals.
What shot them down? Was it you, Akira?
Sure was. I put
Birdemic,
together an
yeah, there you go.
improvised laser
Couldn't
cannon.
remember the name of the riff tracks.
But there's too many of them, and I can't fire to the side. Use the gravity control.
Okay, bridge to engine room. Activate GCS, and quick. Roger.
We're not gonna get it out of this without some
The
kick-ass
accelerator's been
music.
damaged. Then fix it.
Akira just
Akira,
puts on his headphones
the
and starts
accelerator's
blasting
down.
shit.
Ryu, meet me on the flight deck.
Akira to Ryo and Hayashi. Have you rigged your lasers up as I showed you?
Sure haven't.
Nearly there. Okay. If this doesn't work, we're in big trouble.
The reflection of the star off my huge forehead is blinding me. I can't. So in my notes, one of the last ones is them talking such a lot about Odin, which means that I just spaced out for the second half of this fucking movie.
Done it.
First
Captain,
watch.
so now let's teach those kids a lesson. Right.
It did take us like 3 days to watch it.
Isn't the accelerator fixed yet? We've got to
And
fire
another
on
full
B
day
deck. Priority
here,
action. All
'cause-
fire auxiliaries down there fast. Get it under control.
You fool!
Captain.
So you're big enough to seize the ship, but it seems you ain't big enough to run it safely.
Who let you out of the brig? Just beating this shit out of him.
jets to get us away from them.
Aye, aye, sir. Confirm all yard arm angles set.
The electro rigging facility's hit. We've got no control without electro power.
The hell you ain't. Get the men up there. We'll do it manually, like they did at sea.
We'll navigate through space like we did at sea. That makes sense.
up and give us guys some cover.
Yeah, let's adjust the rigging manually while we're being fired at by laser drones in space.
It indicates that the sails are being held on by rope.
Do you think there's been somebody up in the crow's nest this entire time just going,
Put them
what
in the
the
line of
fuck?
fire of the electromagnetic scraper if we can bring it into play.
We have the capacity, sir, if I reprogram.
Do it.
Aye, aye.
Engine room to bridge.
We plug in this badass soundtrack first.
Yeah. Put the 8-track back in. Flip it.
Program completed, sir.
Well done. Deploy scraper, and let's make it count.
Roger.
He's deploying the scraper.
Isn't that the thing they used to pull him in at the beginning of the movie?
Who the hell knows?
Why the fuck did they just do this sooner?
We had this super beam. We could have just like annihilated everything in front of us. See, that's why he's the captain.
It's not his rich, full, luscious sideburns.
Well, that's the secondary reason.
side! Watch out! Come on, hurry! Damn you! Damn you!
Oh right, they had like the Casio sounds too.
Bosun, are you all right?
Is it a
Hurry,
rake
get him
fight?
to the sick bay, quick!
Get fucked, Bosun.
Main circuit's burned out. We can do a temporary repair if we short-circuit M3, as long as it's remained isolated. Better stand back a bit.
Chief! 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 Oh my God!
Oh my God! Who the hell are you?
This Sci-Fi Channel program is brought to you by Burger King, where you can get your burger's worth.
I remember having like this, having or working. I can't remember. No, I'm not sure. But this watch that had like the green eye. I remember seeing one of those in real life for sure.
Sci-Fi Theater will continue.
Sorry we're late.
The Lost World Jurassic Park
That
watch
one.
collection. 4 different watches. Each
That was the coolest
$29
watch.
when you buy any value meal at Burger King.
Maybe you ought to get a watch.
Maybe you should shut the
I
fuck
never
up,
thought it
you
could be this
fucking
simple.
Burger
I
King
can't even
manager.
program a VCR, and I'm online.
America Online is the easiest internet online service.
You don't have to learn a lot of computer jargon.
It's like actual plain English.
America
Computer
Online.
jargon.
Simple to install, friendly menus, easy to use. And we've been working night and day to increase capacity 75%, adding 150,000 new modems.
So easy my dad can use it.
America Online. So easy to use. No wonder it's #1.
Leatherman Tool Tail, number 12.
I also eat pork and beans on the flip side.
You're going down to get that.
Leatherman, one tool, a couple
Well,
She
power
says that,
pieces.
and as soon as she makes it up there, she just pushes him out.
Now wipe out more than grease with new improved 409.
Why did I use the paper bag as
Now
my garbage
409
bag?
kills bacteria while it cleans. 409 spray cleaner, tough on grease. Now it's murder on bacteria. New on video. Take a deep breath and prepare your senses to experience again and again why the latest X-Files collection is the one you must own. Buy it now at a
Conspiracies
great
were the
price.
new hotness at the time.
Don't move!
Hi, I'm Jeff Goldblum. Join me for the making of The Lost World Jurassic Park on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Today at
Why does
noon
it say it
Eastern,
like that?
Sci-Fi Saturday.
Because that's how Jeff Goldblum talks.
They're big and they're small. They spin and they maul. Tarantula and the Deadly Bees. A Sci-Fi Channel Sunday double feature. Bugs.
Deadly Beast is for
Sunday,
sure an
8 p.m.
MST3K. I'm not sure about the spider one.
I can't
think
believe
it is, though.
it. She knew all about me, and all I told her was my name and my birth date.
It was amazing. She saw me back in school, and I just sent for a training course.
She told me that I had got a promotion on my job, and that's true.
And the sample reading is free.
She gave me
One of the
vague,
most
generalized
incredible
answers.
things that she asked me was if I had a fear of water, and it's true.
It's like they've known you your whole life.
I just planned a
Is
trip
it-
to Europe
is
this
it
summer.
like
This
that?
is really true. She said I'd meet a tall
Is it really true?
Mediterranean man.
I asked my psychic about children in my future, and she saw 2, possibly twins.
When I asked my psychic about the relationship I'm in now, she said not only will it last, but it's going to a higher level.
Get your free
She's just going to help her ascend out of her vehicle.
Call now for 10 minutes free.
PRN has the best psychics.
You get a great reading, and it's free. Why do you think I let you call from my house?
Get your 10 minutes
Why
free.
did they get the
Call
most
now.
insane looking people to do this
1-888-985-64.
commercial?
They all had their eyes open very wide.
Yeah, like unnaturally wide.
Repairs complete, but we lost the chief.
Who are you?
Captain, GCS operational again.
Good. Check yard angles. Recall the Starlight's fighters immediately.
Yarding.
10 seconds to ignition.
Standing by. Accelerator D1 to D3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Contact!
Was it?
I'm so bored with this movie. I'm trying to figure out what's going on behind.
Yeah, I'm over here like checking my bills.
It's just so bad.
We're just past the halfway mark, dude. Man, Odin just goes on.
Oh, God.
It's like a Marvel credits.
No, they went from Odin to Oz.
The Emerald City here.
Pay no attention to the plot behind the curtain.
There is none.
Don't worry, I'm not paying any attention.
We have
Sorry.
failed to destroy the enemy ship,
The giant sorry piece just punking him out.
but it is trapped in the
He
gap
posing for dominance.
from which there is no escape. Prepare the fleet for attack. Target Earth.
Well, since there's nothing going on here, I'm gonna go ahead and remind people if you're watching live, feel free to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe.
Dakota, what does
We'd
the computer
appreciate
have
it
to
a
say?
lot.
Where are we? The
Use this
computerized map
terrible
we decided called
downtime
to place
to
the gap of Ginunga. I can't explain it so
go into
far.
business for
We
myself.
entered a new dimension somehow. The cleft that we passed through is not on the map
Clearly,
either.
we're putting a lot of effort into this.
What's going on? The engine's working okay. We're just not moving. We can't move.
Come here. Look at that.
You know where we are, Minami. We're in a space loop.
As long as you have no other questions,
Some
yes,
old
I
professor
know
talked
exactly
about it
where
in
we are.
training, but I never thought it was credible.
A space loop.
In hell.
Yes, the theory supposes a place where time and space intersect. And in this place, time ceases to exist. And in its absence, space forms a loop without beginning or end.
I'm just
And forces
spewing
are
shit out of
equal
my
in all
ass.
directions.
A graveyard in space.
Look out there.
Why in
It
every
really is
scene
a
does it look like the
graveyard.
crew
We've
has
been
just
swallowed up by
drastically
two.
changed? Like, I don't recognize any of these characters.
How do you feel, Captain?
Too much work to animate the same characters over and over again.
Captain, I was responsible for the mutiny, and so it's my fault that we're in trouble. I will accept
yeah,
any
pretty
punishment
much.
you think fit.
Forget about the storm that's passed when you're fighting to keep the ship afloat in today's typhoon.
Yes, sir.
If you have to apologize, speak to the bosun, not me. And learn, you may
I had my
dislike
headset
orders,
off,
but
so I
you have
don't
to
know
obey
why
them.
the doctor looked so gleeful there, but it was the most expression anyone showed in this entire film.
Yeah, the doctor was like, he's gonna have so much sex with Bosun.
Right in that empty eye socket.
Big man, mutineer.
Big man.
Throw you in the brig for this.
I deserve it.
Yeah, but if I hadn't made the skipper keep you on in the Starlight's crew, so I'm just as responsible as you are.
You're right, I'm blameless.
If you want to try and make it up to the skipper and me, there's only one way.
Get the Starlight
Kill us. Get us out of
safely
this
home,
film.
but you can't make it alone. There are a lot of clever guys in that crew, so you listen to them. Got it?
Got it. Bosun.
They stay in the shop for so long.
Hey, it was around this time that they realized that they probably shouldn't have been making this movie, and they're stuck with it.
We found a fighter intact. Now let's see what this baby has to tell us.
Maybe it'll make more sense if I can't see it.
Huh?
Space shoes.
It's Bastion.
Huh? Well? Not getting anywhere.
Turns out
Shape and
randomly
material
inserting
are
pieces
similar
of
to
metal
those
into the
crystal
computer isn't
found on the
accomplishing all
abandoned
that
ship,
much.
But the language it uses is completely different. So
We've
we
tried
can't
everything we
decipher
can think of. You only tried one thing. Yes.
We tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
This is our second contact with the Odin civilization, but so far we know next to nothing about it. Both contacts clearly indicate intelligence, and yet neither indicates life.
And where the fuck did Clark
Is this
Kent
intelligence
come
robotic?
from?
Just beat me
You
to
mean
it.
civilized race of machines? Then have we gone through all the dangers we faced, the mutiny, the casualties, merely in order to find robots?
A pretty depressing idea.
Yeah, we're kind of idiots like that.
Mutiny.
Time out! Substitution! Cold breath? You're out of here!
Get those crescent rolls in there. Oh, no, sorry, dinner
Pillsbury
rolls.
dinner rolls. Hot and
They don't
fresh
make
in
these
minutes.
anymore.
Then just toss them in a basket!
If you're looking for a real challenge, this is it. If you're looking for a sure thing, take the high endurance challenge from Old Spice. This deodorant evaporates less quickly, it also lasts longer, protects better. So try high endurance. It's a sure thing. And now you got proof. I know I do.
And marketing not their careers are long dead.
bars closer to the camera. Next, the correct way
A
to say
delicious
kudos,
kudos
dip in
bar,
chocolate
no
is to
longer
say
made.
robed. And could you start saying those oats and grains really pack a punch? And lastly,
Allure magazine asked its readers.
And lastly, that head-on
What's the
collision
best
joke.
shampoo? And what's the best conditioner? 2 questions, 1 answer. Pantene Pro V. Allure readers agree.
Those use Pantene Pro V.
shines.
Just put some in my hair like an hour ago.
They created electronic trading, and a global intranet became their trading floor. An intranet now able to handle 1 billion shares a day, with trades flashed to 300,000 monitors around the world in milliseconds. With reliability critical, with no room for error, who did NASDAQ turn to build and manage the world's largest intranet? MCI.
Why do they keep
Imagine
saying
now what we can do for you.
Because that's what it is. It's an internet.
Hey, look at us bargain bleachers. We snuck into the Clorox bleach factory.
Way to
Who'd
kill
guess
them.
we're bargain bleachers? Because bleach is bleach, right?
I don't know. I just hope Clorox doesn't put us to the metal test.
The metal test? No!
My mother
Don't be fooled by bargain bleaches. Look at the difference when you pour Clorox bleach and the leading bargain bleach through a filter. They leave sediment, metals, and iron. I thought iron was good for you.
Oh, shut up!
Ow! There's only one Clorox bleach.
I was born active. Motor's always running, if you know what I mean. So to stop smoking, the patch was not for me. Too
Done
passive,
smoking,
too rigid.
capiche?
With Nicorette gum, I get to do something. I participate in my own survival, fight my own cravings. Nicorette and I hit them before they hit me. I was busy smoking.
You think this guy thought this was gonna be his big break? He's like,
Works
yeah,
out
I did
pretty
that
good.
smoking commercial.
Nicorette gum will help
Now I'm
you
gonna be
quit
famous.
smoking successfully by helping you control your cravings. You
Hey,
can
I'm
do it.
walking.
Nicorette can help.
I'm chewing here. Ah, yes, these weird fucking directed by David Lynch sci-fi ads.
better than Odin's space sailor starlight photon torpedoes.
Nuclear winter? Oh, now it all makes what?
Ever wonder what the hell's going
Welcome
on?
to Hazard County, home to the most genteel Southern folks you'll ever meet, the Dukes of Hazard. Now capture the special moments with good old boys Bo and Luke Duke, that sweet little ray of sunshine Daisy Duke, friendly local businessman Boss Hogg, and the rest of the kindly Canaan neighbors with the Dukes of Hazard Collector's Edition. Yes, you can bring the whole clan into your home with your introductory video, featuring 2 hilarious episodes yours for $4.95 with subscription. Best of all, you'll ride again with the Dukes in their luxury automobile, the General Lee, as they take
I wonder what these sweet clamshell
entertain
VHS
friends, even come to the aid of the local police. So give us a holler. We'll send you your first 2-episode video uncut and presented in collector's quality packaging for only $4.95, featuring exclusive liner notes and cast interviews. This collection's available nowhere else.
To get your first video of the Dukes of Hazzard, the Collector's Edition, for only $4.95 plus $3.59 shipping and handling, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-758-7979. That's 1-800-758-7979. Call now. Credit cards only, please.
What the hell is that?
Ease the diagonal slightly.
Amending by 0.5 degrees. Adjust the horizontal. If we don't get this right, we could lose it all.
Something's happened.
Huh?
Kira, there's something I must tell you.
Okay, the horizontal's good at 0.3
Lose it all
degrees.
if we don't get this right, so I better sneak up behind you and just scare the shit out of you.
A great job, buddy boy. What? It was just a theory that Minima put about. I don't believe that he's right, in fact.
Well, he was wrong, Akira.
Was he?
Another great line reading.
How do you know?
Great job, buddy.
Because I remember
What?
hearing a
What?
voice in the Alpha when it first came under attack.
Oh,
It
hi,
couldn't have
Mark.
been just a robot, I know that. But it said, return home to Odin.
I'm just a normal
And if it
human
said
with
return,
eyes
that
6
means
times
I've
as
been
large
there.
as
I'm
another
not a
human.
robot. In fact, all my life I've thought of myself as being a perfectly normal human, but I'm not. It's all come back
As
to me.
opposed to all the other considerations.
Come back.
Yes.
Sarah.
I remember things now that I have forgotten even before the attack on the Alfred. I am Sarah of Odin, and I must return there.
What's going on? Ha!
Good
Action
question.
stations!
It's a magnetic storm.
This is about where I just spaced out entirely.
Pretty much, yeah.
Prepare to abandon ship.
No, stay where you are.
If it hits us, the ship's done for. At least in the life pod, some of us stand a chance.
Just goes black.
Akira, he hit it. Thought it's
I got
time to see
hopeful
if our
movie,
cascade
oh,
cannon
and-
works.
Our energy level's rising.
We
Yeah,
sucked
really,
up
'cause
vast
mine's
quantities of
fading
e-power from those meteors.
We can get out if we're quick. Phase in gravity isolation sequence. Full power. And activate.
Oh, we haven't seen this theme before.
Ah, that good old copy paste.
Go left. Go left. Turn the starlight left. The way out's to the left.
Yes.
They can
Cleft
only.
at Y4. However,
They
she
already
knew about it.
explained
She's
that
right.
they can only
Hard
go
of course.
on the laser trails. How are they even doing this?
Hold tight,
Through the
folks.
power
Here
of
we
heavy
go.
I know the VHS recording's really bad, but it doesn't matter because the movie's just so bad.
Thankfully, you miss nothing.
Actually, I think the VHS recording quality on this is probably the most exciting part of the movie.
Yeah, I mean...
Boy, oh boy, that sure was some hell of a trip.
Sure was.
Aquino, find our position.
I guess.
Quick as you can, please.
We're 120 light years from our solar system. 2/3 of the way to Canopus.
So that only leaves a mere 60 more light years to go.
They're only
One more try and we're
2/3
there.
of the way to getting to the place where we can start actually advancing
Large
the
space
plot.
fleet approaching. Look at him. Assumption has to be enemy. Nakota, calculate the range. Roger. All crew to the sub-bridge.
The ship escaped from the inner gap, obliterated before proceeding to planet Earth.
Space fleet is now 9,300 kilometers away. It's heading for the cleft.
That could mean it's on course for the Earth. Our presence may have made them aware of its location. Geez, there's too many to count. Captain.
All 5 are too many
Prepare
to
to
count.
engage.
Oh, we're back. Where did they say we have to go next? I want to go to London.
I would much rather
really
eat a
wanna go.
kudos bar than finish watching Odin, but since kudos bars aren't made anymore, I guess I'll have to watch Odin.
Girl, America's sweetheart.
I thought it was the flu. It wasn't.
It burned when I urinated. I thought it was a one-time thing.
Who would confuse
I had
herpes
pain,
with the
a
flu?
discharge, and a sore. I thought it was another yeast infection. It wasn't.
These are symptoms of
burning while
genital
urinating
herpes, a
one of the,
condition
like,
that 1 out of
Omicron
every 6
symptoms?
Americans has. Call 1-800-459-2255 for information. While there's no cure, doctors have treatment options. Herpes thrives on ignorance. See your doctor.
When you were a boy growing up, did you ever dream of becoming a man?
Sure, I guess.
What kind of man? Brave? Noble? Proud?
Yes, because killing random animals.
For over
needlessly
100
is
years,
very
BBD
heroic.
has made underwear fit for men.
It's an
comfortable
underwear
and durable.
commercial.
Remember
Okay.
when you dreamed of becoming a man?
I feel like it's a
Well, how's it
better
going?
Army commercial than the Army
BBD,
commercial.
fit for men.
I agree.
The new Firestone FT70C was tested at 50 miles per hour against the Goodyear
What a
Aquatread 2. The difference in the
repetition
Firestone
of
tire is
commercials in
Unity
this
technology.
particular.
The Firestone
Right.
FT70C stopped an average of 12 feet shorter than Aquatread 2. Your results
I
will
didn't
vary,
want it to be
but
right in
that's
front of
a
my
lot
face.
feet. The difference is Unity
It has trouble
technology
picking
in the
you up.
new Firestone
It has
FT70C.
trouble picking you up if it's not.
Get a $25 certificate from the Sharper Image when you buy 4 Firestone FT70C tires.
Ah, these sport utes. They're a different breed for you, huh?
It's the
Not so
annoying
timid,
guy
these things.
from,
No, sir.
Seinfeld.
Got that whole other kind of suspension thing going on. Now, if you ask me, the whole thing's a little overcalibrated. I mean, of course, on a smooth road like this, you're not going to notice. But you get your potholes, your various road anomalies. Believe you me, you're gonna feel it.
Feel what? You're in a Bravada. With ride and handling,
You know Phil
wouldn't expect
Hartman?
in an SUV.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the
he's
only
great.
thing you'll feel is
Well, this
really
isn't him.
comfortable. Bravada. It knows the road.
Did we just go over some train tracks?
Coming right up.
What's the deal
Acid
with
indigestion.
trains?
You need powerful relief. Rolaids can absorb 47% more acid than regular Tums, and it works fast. No matter how you slice it, Rolaids spells relief.
You're watching Saturday
No,
Anime
fuck it
on the
doesn't.
Sci-Fi channel.
I can't believe it. She knew all about me, and all I told her was my name and my birth date.
And my social security number.
She saw me back in school, and I just sent for a training course.
She told me that I had got a promotion on my job, and that's true.
And the sample reading is free.
One of the most incredible
promoted
things that
to
she asked
prize.
me was if I had a fear of water, and it's true.
It's like they've known you your whole life.
It's nice the
I
phone
just
psychic to
planned a
diagnose
trip
her
to
with
Europe this summer.
rabies.
This is really true.
She said I'd meet a tall Mediterranean man.
I asked my psychic about
It would
children
take
in my
all my
future,
money.
And she saw two, possibly twins.
When I asked my psychic about the relationship I'm in now, she said not only will
Her name
it
is
last,
Ashton?
but it's going to a higher
What a
level.
weird name.
Get your free 10 minutes now from Psychic Readers Network. Get the free time you need. Call now for 10 minutes free.
PRN has the best psychics.
You get a great reading, and it's free. Why do you think I let you call from my house?
Get your 10 minutes free.
I would not let this woman within 20 feet of my child. Like, looking like that. You are clearly insane. Does anybody have any fucking clue what's going on? Like why it starts up and there's just suddenly like explosions.
Explode that asteroid with the electromagnetic scraper. It'll
Yeah, I
blow
mean,
them out of the
that's
sky.
Cause.
There's only enough
That's a
power to
perfectly
get out
good
with one
explanation
shot.
to it.
If we don't get
I mean,
any one, we'll leave the starlight without energy to maneuver or to fight back.
Still, I'm going to try. Akira!
Nakota, target that asteroid. Roger. Range 3,000 kilometers. Aspect 25, 4, 3, 2, 1. Static. Come round 180. Fasten seatbelts. Full power. Declination 0. Now, and fire!
What are they firing? They have no weapons.
They don't even know anymore.
Energy reserve down to 5 more seconds.
Is this like photon torpedoes?
1.
We're dead.
I think when they said we have no weapons, they just meant super weapons.
Of course.
That I would say.
Just keeps
Now's
cutting
your
out.
chance to get them. The debris out there will
Couldn't be
provide
fucked with
cover
it.
to hit the main fortress. Destroy it from inside.
Right.
Odin is it's a casualty of having access to too much media. Because if I was watching Odin in 1999, like I did then, I still would be enthralled by it just because of the lack of like overall good media I had access to. But like rewatching Odin, knowing just how bad it is compared to everything else.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure 14-year-old me also knew it was a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, you had either Sci-Fi Channel or like the one advertisement with Julia Parents' credit card to buy VHSs through the mail that would never come.
You also had anime on Tech TV.
Not in the 90s. ZDTV was the predecessor to Tech TV, and ZDTV didn't come out until like 2000. So.
Even then, it was mostly just computer help shows and whatever the predecessor was to X-Play.
Yeah, like
I can't even remember the name of it.
The screensavers and shit.
Yeah, the screensaver was awesome.
They definitely had anime, because that's where I saw like Serial Experiments Lane.
Right, but that wasn't until after
Split into 2 groups.
turn of the century.
Yeah, that's probably like 2002.
Down! Watch out!
Well, the score is really good. It's like they didn't know what to do with it. Like, I begin and end that, like, music interstitial there.
And then have no scoring at all. Yeah.
Hold on to that bazooka reel. Give me energy. 2 seconds. Hurry! Go! Energy level 100%. Fire when ready.
We lost Allison
Go
for a
on
moment.
fire!
This crew is so inept that they're stealing the weapons from space fleet.
get up into the main chamber. Come on, let's go!
There's still 30 minutes to this movie. Jesus Christ. Got your dumb ass. Pew pew.
Knock the control center out. Okay, Rio, we have power. Stand clear. Stand by, here we go.
Weird that she's disconnected, but you know, we're on the same internet.
Darn, I can't watch the rest of the movie.
Oh no.
What a tragedy.
Sarah, what is it?
He's bleeding.
Jeez.
And we should have shot
not
him.
robots. How could we have known? We might have reasoned with them if we'd known.
And now, I won't get home. Odin. Allow me to see Odin one last time.
Do something with his forehead.
Inserted in the G slot.
Inserted in the G slot.
That's what she said. I'll be right back.
Guess everyone's just gonna leave me like watch Odin alone now.
Lovely world.
Oh?
Although I will not reach you again, I see you. My own Odin.
Not quite back. Looks like you're trying to come back though.
Birds singing. Clear
Hear me?
skies.
Can I hear you? Yes.
Gentle
Thank you.
wind across the land. My world.
Probably should have closed it before we opened it. The space tree.
Did I miss the part where they talked about Skynet?
I also
Maybe.
two giants who sheltered and fed me as a girl. I remember the tree of space with its 9 roots embedded in the
Tree
soil of 9
of
worlds.
space.
I remember it all.
You're speaking of my planet with all the familiarity of knowledge.
Knowledge.
How is that possible?
Am I back?
We can hear you, can't see you.
You may not
There
know
you go.
everything.
Oh.
An explosion of immense
there it is.
magnitude created the star Canopus 20,000 years ago.
You almost
Odin
escaped.
became a fiery hell.
I was
and
so
the
close.
beings that remained upon it must have
You
perished.
missed 5 minutes of Odin. You'll never know what's going on now.
But there had been warning, and in the 1,000 years that preceded the formation of the nebula,
Darn.
we made our preparations
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say
to preserve
missed.
the race our queen sent her genes to far-off, unknown worlds.
Just shooting DNA into the
As an
unknown.
earthling. Yet maybe blood is hers.
So, did they go over
Who
why
are
they
you?
look like fucking crash test
What is
dummies,
your
or are we
name?
just
My name is
leaving that one
Sarah.
alone?
Surname Chad Baker on Earth.
Sarah.
I mean, they haven't explained much else in anything, so...
The Queen of Odin was also named Sarah.
Those of you who escaped, over the centuries you became cyborgs?
Yes.
Hybrids?
Our plan
That's why they look
was
like
to
crash test
establish a
dummies.
new colony, far from the inferno of the Canopus Nebula. We had the skill to construct a great mechanized space station. We surrendered our bodies to the control of the computer we built,
We miss out on
so that we
so
might
much when
survive
the
the
VHS
millennia
blips
till
out.
the nebula burned itself out, and we could return to an Odin restored to its beauty. But then the great computer that we had built to serve us gradually came to dominate us. The machine
Here we go. Now we're
developed its
talking
own
about
will.
Skynet.
It made us a part of its existence.
I think you mean
its
TreeNet,
being.
apparently.
It evolved into a
The
controlling
great
power.
space tree.
It developed the capacity to move, and it began to destroy all other life forms with which it came into contact. The computer had become our absolute master. With the passage of time, we lost
I've seen
our
that episode
talent
of
to feel
Futurama.
and to think. And with it, we lost the will to go home. Odin faded from memory.
Are you saying there's nobody there anymore? That it's become a dead planet no one wants?
Maybe,
Were
but
there
I've
no
lost a lot
survivors
of
at
blood,
all?
too.
Some survived, not as cyborgs, but as themselves. I know it. And those few remaining wait for you to return to them, bearing the message that one day all the exiles will return, and Odin will again be the paradise it was. Go quickly. Tell those you find that there is hope. Oh,
This movie will eventually end.
Now we know.
They drag
there are
everything out
still
so
beings
bad,
on the
even
planet.
his fucking, like,
We owe it
dying
to those
speech
survivors.
was 20 minutes.
To take you home. And we shall.
Why is his
That I
forehead so
swear.
much shorter than the rest of them now?
This is only a control outlet. The main center is
Because the
elsewhere.
Odin Space Force does not have child labor laws.
It's a spacesuit, so wouldn't her hair have to be tucked in so as to, you know what? Doesn't matter.
Too many thoughts.
Okay, we on fire!
Space bazooka. He's their big McLarge.
Damn! Not a mark!
You foolish beings of flesh. Cease this futile nonsense.
So you speak as well as destroy.
Who are you
My
pointing
name
at?
is Belgal. I am everything you see around you. A space fortress made in the year of Odin, 48056. I am a combat machine which devours energy from which I create warriors. All living beings are my foes, and my mission in the universe will end only when they have all been destroyed.
Resistance is futile.
What aim? Why must you destroy life forms of all kinds when
Boy, I
you've
would
done
love
you
to be
no
seeing
harm?
something about the Borg right now.
Because I am superior, that is sufficient reason. Living beings that can exist only for an instant in the freezing vacuum of deep space have no purpose to their existence other than to nourish me and provide me with the energy I need to reproduce myself for the rest of eternity.
But surely you were built
Aw, he
in the
misses
first place by
casual
living
sex.
brain cells.
For their own ends. Should I spare them for that? I use the people of Odin who hope to use me. I learned the mysteries of the universe, and have now reached a level of evolution, which neither they nor any other living organism could ever
Why
hope
does the
to attain.
all-knowing space computer
Without
have a
soul,
face
you've
like a
only
stroke
reached a base
victim?
level.
It is precisely because you value such illogical notions as soul and love that you must be and deserve to be eliminated. I am the pinnacle of evolution. You pitiful, useless organisms are about to die. Die!
Die!
Sarah!
No, don't stop her, please.
But I
End
shall
this.
not die in vain.
This Sci-Fi Channel program is brought to you by Matchlight Charcoal.
I feel like Matchlight should have gotten their money back. Like, having to have, like, promoted on such a terrible Saturday anime.
Incredibly, Matchlight, the dependable one-match charcoal from Kingsford, is ready
It is
to
one of
cook
the
on
few things we've
just
seen
15
advertised tonight
minutes.
that does
So,
still
the
exist.
sooner you get Matchlight, the sooner you eat.
Matchlight Charcoal and the Army.
Dinosaur. Police confirms reports of some sort of enormous prehistoric creature. Just been told the National Guard has been called in to evacuate the area. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Sci-Fi Theater will continue.
Sorry we're late. The Lost World Jurassic Park Watch Collection. 4 different watches, each just $1.99 when you buy any value
Why
meal
are the
at Burger
crates of
King.
watches
Maybe
so
you ought to
big?
get a watch.
I do not drive.
And why are they
to
coming
work.
in crates?
I do not drive to get from point A to point B.
It was the 90s. We used a
do not
lot of
drive
wasteful
to
packaging.
Run away from the world.
That crate had one watch per in it.
Love to drive.
Yeah, like Sam's Club CDs.
The new 1997 Monte Carlo.
One watch and 5 tons of
Personal
packaging
space
nuts.
From genuine Chevrolet. The car's more American.
Determined or not, that car is long dead.
Why do I always have pimples?
Pimples.
Pimples?
Why do I always have pimples?
It's like
I tried
Jesse's
stuff
girl
at
can't
night.
quite get started.
I tried scrubbing. Forget it.
I used that stingy liquid stuff.
And that prescription product says it could take weeks to work.
Don't get mad. Get Clearasil.
You
Clearasil
always
cream
bothered
sucks
me
up
about
oil,
Clearasil
then
ads, and I'm
zaps
sure it's like a
pimples
nitpicky
choice
dumb
is clear.
thing.
Clear.
Clear.
The choice is clear.
For clear
Did you
skin,
recall a
the
zit a
choice
pimple
is
in your life?
Clearasil.
I never thought it could be this simple.
Sure.
I can't even program a VCR, and I'm online.
America Online
Nah,
is
there's
the
zits.
easiest internet online service.
You don't have to
positive
learn a
I
lot of
used
computer
Kindle.
jargon.
It's like actual
yeah.
plain English.
America
Maybe it's like a
Online.
regional difference
Simple to
then. I don't
install,
know.
Friendly menus, easy to use. And we've been working night and day to increase capacity 75%, adding
Yeah, it's kind of like that
150,000
whole
new
soda and
modems.
pop thing. Only civilized people call it soda.
America Online, so easy to use, no wonder it's #1.
You,
Love the hair.
I mean,
Ugh, I need it. My
pop
hair's a disaster.
is wrong,
Look at my
but
dandruff. You
I
just
think we
need
can
the right
all agree
shampoo.
that
With
people
regular
who say
shampoo,
sody
flakes
pop
can keep
are
coming back, but
completely
Head and
wrong.
Shoulders help stop flakes before
Oh, yeah,
they
they're
even
just fucking
start.
People that
Hair
call
looks
all
great.
soda
Change
Coke.
dandruff problems into beautiful hair.
I
that's a
am
Texas
Sci-Fi
thing.
Channel. Saturday, I will project your
It's an Oklahoma thing too. It's fucking weird. I hate it.
At 7, technology runs amok. First engineered to protect, reprogrammed to kill. Paul Reiser
Reiser.
must escape the tower. And at 9, prison is a collar, ready to explode. Rutger Hauer stars in Wedlock.
Sci-Fi Channel weekends of
Paul
wonder.
Reiser.
Tonight.
Come with me.
This was these were the high points of their career.
So this is why Odin called me.
To kamikaze this movie to end.
No, I know you feel like that it's got to be ending soon, right? There's still 17 minutes. Yeah, the Terminators are going to kick ass. Something. I do wish there was a better copy of this out there.
This fortress and all its mechanisms are self-revitalizing, so the robots repair themselves on the spot.
Belgal
Self-revitalizing.
controls every move that they make. We have to destroy him.
How can we? The bazooka didn't even hurt him.
Good question.
The tape cutting in and out is the best part of the movie.
Make him self-destruct. Belgal was made by living beings, so we can find a way of unmaking him.
It takes a brain to do that. Yours should be good enough for the job, Nakota. Get in there and destroy him.
We'll watch you from behind.
Dakota, you ought to be able to handle that huge fucking head of yours.
I mean, it sounds like he died.
He's got Homer Simpsonitis.
We better do something quickly. Hey, that's the control module. Nakota, I found what seems to me to be the command center with its brain. I'll keep him occupied. Roger. You and Mamoru go in as soon as you get a chance. Okay, Akira. Now. Let's go, Dakota.
Hey, Dakota.
Oh, my leg!
So I was trying to figure out what...
Come on!
What?
Thousands of circuits. Follow the current flow back to source.
I try to like be slick here so people can't tell that I'm like talking to you, but
Here.
Oh.
Raise the furnace heat
I was gonna ask
to
you about that afterwards.
999 degrees.
Well, you announce it.
Ah! At this heat will fry.
Foolish living organisms, I can raise the temperature to 6,000 degrees. In a little while, you and your craft will melt. In 30 minutes, nothing will remain of you but insignificant specks of ash.
I think at 6,000 degrees even ash would not remain.
Come on, you can make it.
I can't stand Mamoru.
Look.
Oh. That's the brain, up there at the top.
But how do we enter the self-destruct command?
Here, with this. My own invention.
What is it?
Something I amuse myself with when I was off watch. It's a pentadigital IC bomb. And each of the pins you see will explode inside him with a force that'll confuse him to the point of madness.
You're a genius, Dakota. That's brilliant.
It doesn't matter which part of the brain it hits. The explosive force will spread like a ripple, causing a mental black hole, which transmitted through the release of Belgul's latent energy will cause a physical black hole.
Sure, why not?
I was just diddling this thing in my room all day.
He'd been using it as a sounding rod.
Degrees. We won't last more than 30 minutes at the very most.
Pretty sure like King Robot there gave you the time frame of when it would work.
We've got to penetrate that shield. We can't fire the bomb through it.
Still not a good enough reason to use the word penetrate.
There, Nakota. The second beam from the left.
What about it?
In theory, that should control the entire protective network. If we can
theory.
get past it and use the crystal to scramble the lock circuits, that should deactivate the shield completely. I hope.
You could be right.
Well, I'm going to try.
They're still
When I
making
give the word,
theories
or when you see
this
the
late
powers
in the movie.
on, fire at him.
We've learned so much of this alien technology from the very short time that this movie's been running.
D block, B23, RR 499.
Maybe if I just say random numbers and letters, it'll make sense.
Alien will interfering with my circuits. Why is this?
You tried to kill us, you stupid fuck.
Am I winning?
Not yet. Keep trying, Mamoru.
This is the alien supercomputer equivalent of a hamster up the asshole.
Who is undermining
It's like
my
this
will?
whole fucking episode is just a recreation of that terrible, like Star Trek, original series Star Trek episode where they worship the computer.
I think that's giving this. I think it's giving Odin too much credit.
That's it.
Honestly. Great shot, kid. That was one of the million.
Cannot be. It cannot be.
Can't be.
Does this mean we'll finally be free of this awful curse?
You still have 15 minutes.
Everybody out of here, fast!
Emergency takeoff. All systems stand by. Activate
Emergency
GCS.
takeoff. Were they docked somewhere?
Yard arms, all angles for takeoff. Here we go.
Who is he?
Are we home yet?
God, it's disappeared precisely the way Nakota predicted. It's become a black hole.
He predicted it? Maybe that happened off screen or something. I don't know. Maybe I was zoning out.
This perfectly safe black hole.
I don't want to get sucked into a black hole if it means avoiding the rest of this movie.
And then the captain inexplicably dies.
Captain.
He has to go oppress some mortal peasants.
Captain!
Huh?
He's collapsed. Somebody help me.
Oh, no. Is he all right? Sir. Skipper. Captain. Captain.
We are at sea, as were sailors before us. Human beings are explorers. Sailors have always searched in quest of knowledge. First on the seas of the earth, then sailing much further. On the seas of space, the final frontier.
Had to squeeze that one in there for the Sci-Fi channel.
Out there lies an infinity of opportunity to be discovered. New life, new worlds. A new time is beginning now.
Old man's losing it.
You'll be the guides
That late stage dimension's really
follows
doing a
in
number on him.
exploiting what it brings.
Space madness.
You've done well. You've
Space
become fully
Alzheimer's.
fledged officers. I'm proud to have served with you all.
You mutinous fucks.
And I know your strength and courage make you fit to bear the flame that guides explorers. I have faith you will keep it lit.
And burn in it.
Maybe he could have lived a little longer if he didn't have a 12-minute monologue upon his death.
Captain! You were the
Skipper.
best, sir.
Sir, Captain Skipper.
We tried to kill you 20 minutes ago. I'm so sorry.
I'm not sure that, like, Sarah Jane Parker spoke to him for more than 5 minutes. Why is she crying?
Because
Starlight
unicorns
crew,
are empaths.
stand and salute. Captain!
The left just said, fuck it.
It's not even the last long-ass monologue of the film.
Oh, we've never seen this scene before.
Give me our current position, Nakota.
6B into Sector P4 approaching 7. Full power.
I thought Nakota died.
Hello, Gran. Final lap. Not much further now till we reach Canopus. It looks so big and beautiful. I wish you could be here with us. You'd be knocked out by it too. Bye.
And that is what, so like this like cliffhanger ending, it's because they expected this to be a series of movies. They thought that the strength of this film was enough for an entire franchise.
Spoiler alert, it wasn't.
Strange, a place I've never seen or known.
I mean, this movie alone is as long as 3 movies.
That's right, folks. Part of the ending is cut off.
Despite its determination, this movie died.
It does pick back up for about half of our monologue here in a little bit, but let's be honest, it doesn't really matter.
It does not.
None of this matters.
As if I weren't nihilistic before.
Dead Space Airwave makes for gripping content. Most streams aren't brave enough to show you the darkness for 5 minutes.
Time's up.
See? He like sat on the remote. Now he's got to change it back to the Sci-Fi channel.
Yes, you're right. On Odin or Earth, the soul unites us. And no matter how far the journey, our souls can travel to the ends of the universe.
It comes back to the recording just in time for the only part of the movie that's good. Oh my god, please end.
It will haunt you for eternity.
Oh, and with that fade to black, we are finally through with
It was the ultimate futuristic
Odin,
high-rise controlled by computer,
photon,
engineered
torpedo,
to protect. And something went wrong.
Laser
Now, if you're
blast.
human and you're inside, you're as good as dead. Paul Reiser must escape the tower.
I would
Just one
much
of the
rather have
astonishing
watched that
tales
Paul
you'll
Reiser
witness
movie than
in the
Odin.
dimension of
However,
movie magic. Tonight, beginning at 7
that's
p.m. Eastern.
what was shown
now,
on
stay tuned for the Anti-Gravity Room. Sci-Fi Channel next.
December 18th, 1999. Space Mutiny and Odin. So let's go ahead and give our reviews. So Space Mutiny is my favorite MST3K.
You're on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Odin
Here's
is
what's
one of my
next.
least favorite Saturday animes. So I think Space Mutiny is strong enough to give this still a 3 out of 5 on the anti-gravity scale.
You know we're not on stream, right?
Yeah.
You know, this is a case where I kind of agree with you. Space Mutiny is easily one of the best, if not the best, MST3K. Even if all the little host segments didn't quite land with the continuity storyline that they were doing with Pearl and all them, but god damn, did Odin fucking drag this score down for me. I honestly have to give it a 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5? Alright, and what do you think, Allison?
It's so bad. It's so bad. I
Like
don't know if Space Mutiny is good enough to make up for Odin's Photon Space Sailor's Starlight. So I'm gonna go with 1.5 out of 5.
Alright, well, I guess I was the most forgiving of Odin, but we all know that I can't truly hate any of these films. But yeah, that's it. I believe we're going back to 1997 next week. We're gonna try to, anyways. We're trying to do March
1st, 1999. It was The Thing That Couldn't Die.
97. I'm pretty sure. Either way, it's The Thing That Couldn't Die, MST3K, and Tenchi Muyo in Love for Saturday Anime. We're gonna try to find Tenchi Muyo in Love. It's actually one that I haven't found uploaded anywhere. Not Internet Archive, not YouTube. So if we have to call an audible, we will. But we will try to do that date next time.
You're right, it was 1997. March 1st, 1997.
Yep, very early on in MST3K's run on Sci-Fi. So, but yeah, if you are watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. If you are watching on Twitch, feel free to follow. I am Dale, Stinkfist, as always, signing off. Good night.